Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's WGSN and DB, Going Solo Network and Radio, TV and podcasts. We're on for about 45 minutes. And the topic today is Thanksgiving. And I'm Graham Williamson, International Medium, Intuitive and Evidential Medium, and a psychic. I have all these gifts. I lost count of how many I've got. I don't think about them. But tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day in America. My mother was born in Detroit and lived here for 4.5 years of her childhood, and then moved over to England, but never became a British subject. She stayed an American citizen, not a resident, and I've been here 20 years. I'm a resident, not a citizen. In a way, I'm doing the full circle for my mother. And doing these shows is in tribute to my mother. As you'll see behind me, the Dare to Dream is the last gift my mother gave me. It's a hand-sewn sampler with Dare to Dream on it, which is why I call this show Dare to Dream. And tomorrow being Thanksgiving, I want to say, but what are you thankful for? Do you love what you're thankful for? Well, I've got to say, heck yes. Every day is Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's for me, and Easter. You shall see me in the morning when I get up. It's like the resurrection. No blasphemy intended. It's just that I resurrect every morning, and I'm thankful. It's a Christmas present to be having a life in a place and with somebody that means so much to me, my good lady and my family in England. And also a new year, a New Year's Day. It's a new start every single day. So yeah, I'm thankful, but I'm also loving what I'm giving back to people. I've been doing the show now a couple of months, and with people like Cece in the background helping me, all these people in the background have helped me be what I am today. And how many people realize you wouldn't get anywhere totally on your own? You may think that you've done it on your own, you didn't need help from anybody, but remember, who put you in that position? Who left you in that position for you to rely upon yourself? I'm a recovered alcoholic. I've been married more than once. I've got my kids in England, my son and daughter, who I love deeply. But we were estranged from each other due to the circumstances of their mother and I parting. But nothing is a negative for me. Because if it wasn't going through those experiences and my second failed marriage, I wouldn't be here. I've had people doing things behind my back that have saved my life. Literally. I was in the armed forces for 14.5 years in the Royal Navy. And one of my best friends, who I'd helped train to go above me in the Royal Navy, I was a leading cook, scale B. If I'd become a scale A, I could have lost more money out of my wages with my marriage. That failed. And I take part ownership of that. But in doing so, I help train people by staying at scale B. And my best friend at the time of the Falklands War went behind my back and swapped ships with me. His ship didn't come home. He didn't come home. I didn't know that he'd swapped ships behind my back. So that's one of the reasons why I'm so thankful every day. I want to honor those people that kept me alive, kept me motivated, even the ones that made me feel negative. Thank you. And I want to give the ultimate prize back. And that is unconditional love. I give it to each of you. Because unless you've experienced pain, heartache, frustration, anger, all the emotions are negative, as well as the positive ones that we all want in our lives. You haven't lived. You have not lived if you have not had a broken heart, or you've not hurt your hand, or had a broken bone, or something. Something in your life that has caused you pain. Pain to me is your body saying, you're alive, you've got a chance to heal. You don't want to experience it. I don't wish it on anybody. But I've lived through it. I've been blown off my feet. I've been in 3 major car accidents as well. I held a bum that should have gone off. All these things, held up at gunpoint outside of a church in a foreign country. All these things made me what I am today. I'm giving you my experiences, and I'm daring you to dream your life to the fullest. Mine's not full yet. I don't know if it ever will be, but I'm not worried about it because I'm living it to my maximum every day. And each day is another notch on my barrel. It's another step forward. So yeah, I'm giving you my love. I'm giving you my positivity. And coming on my show today and going solo media, every Wednesday's going bold. It's not just a catchphrase, it's a way of life for me. I'm not a follower. I was the meekest, quietest person you've ever met until I joined the Navy. Then I had 14 and a half years of yes sir, no sir. Okay, sir. Then I left. Then I had to get my life back into civilian street. And I had to learn what I could do, what I couldn't do. I had no ambition though. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. Because every day I found a new adventure. I found a new way that my mediumship skills wanted to come to the front more and more and more. Well, I've said before in the previous shows, everybody's a psychic, but not everybody's a medium. And that's no disparagement on anybody. But by giving it your all and giving your positivity, you can elevate your energy and allow the spirit energy, as a medium does, to flow through them. Think about it. You were born with gifts most of us don't even recognize because it's individual to you. You have your choice in how you use those abilities, positive or negative. And everybody has a choice. Circumstance might make it seem you have no choice. You've got to do this. You've got, it's the only way I can get money on the table. I sympathize with you. Money is not brilliant. As my friend there, pain is something to learn from. But pain shows you you're alive. Your body's saying heal. If you didn't feel the pain, it may be already too late. Think about it. I want this show to be about how you can improve yourself to be a better person. It's not living, I can see spirits. That's fine for some. It's not for me. I'm not mocking it. It's just that I can't do that. I have to have both my feet on the ground. I am definitely a human, but I'm spirit having a human experience. And that's something to be thankful for. I chose to come into this body. I chose to be here and now. I may not consciously remember it, but subconsciously in my spirit, know I have a goal, a purpose in this life. My purpose is to self-enlighten myself consciously. Because we've all got abilities that we don't know how they work. Think about it. Your heart beats automatically. You breathe automatically. You balance 9 times out of 10 automatically. Unless you've got an impairment in your ears and you lose your balance. But automatically, your body does so many things that you don't even think about. Well, guess what? There's a hell of a lot more ability within you when you trust yourself. I trust my guides, my past loved ones, who are around me 24/7, my time, but have rules and regulations. Nighttime, when I go to bed, life or death only, disturb me. Otherwise, leave me alone. Through the day, when I'm working with people privately, as in when I used to work, I still had spirit helping me through the day, but in a courteous way and productive to help somebody else. But I had my job to do and I had to obey the rules of the company I work for. We all do that automatically. But what do you do when you're not at work? Or whilst you're at work, what else can you do? Because as I said, you've got gifts within you. You were born with them. You were created with them. Why wait to use them? I don't know how long I've got left on this planet. I never thought I'd see past 30 because of the way my life was at the time. I could not see going over 30. 31 maybe. Because I was being stupid. I hadn't learned how to look after myself. It took me a long time after that, till I was 48 years of age, to finally realize I am here in a world that I can make heaven on earth by my change of attitude. So I'm thankful that I give everybody the same courtesy I expect back from others. But I'm also thankful sometimes when I don't get it back from others. I do not expect anything from anybody. It's nice when you get a surprise if somebody said thank you or leave me alone, don't like it. That's fine. At least I saw something in me that triggered something in them, positive or negative. But life, it gives you these choices. You don't automatically think of them, but your subconscious does. It works in the background every moment of your life. Now, going solo medium, going solo media is not about being individual and standing up saying, yeah, I'm on my own, because you're not. Going solo is to stand up and be accountable for yourself. There's so many aspects in WGSN, Going Solo Network, that I admire a lot. There's people about divorces, about relationships, about being spiritual, about being psychic, about divorces, about looking after children, the effects of kids and everything. There's so many avenues in these channels to do with Going Solo Media. And they're giving you their experiences. Each presenter, each host is giving you their experiences. And they hope in some way that you can pick a bit up for your own life's purpose. That's why I keep on saying about thanks and giving. And I love these people that have the strength to stand up and say, I went through that, but this is what I learned from it. Here's what I did for my circumstance. It may not be yours, but some part of it may trigger something inside of you that says, I can use that. Or, no, I don't want to use that. But you see, that's the giving unconditionally to you, the viewer and listener. I have many siblings, some in England, some over here, excuse me. And each one of them is a facet of me. How can I say that? Well, we all come from the same father or mother or whatever. We're all human. And their parents and their grandparents and their great-grandparents and so on, all the way down the line. They're all connected by this energy. that is in each and every one of us. The energy of life, the divine energy that is in everything. It's all made up with an energy. Some people can sense it, some people can't, consciously. It's like walking into a building for the first time. You've never been in there before. And you feel comfortable or you don't. You stay or you leave. Think about it. What are you listening to? And I say listening, hearing, feeling, seeing, smelling, tasting, everything. Your body is reacting, positive or negatively. That's psychic. Because we all have those abilities in psychic. Whether you listen to it or not is your choice. Then you've got the mediumship side. And I am so thankful. My mother gave me and my siblings the groundwork. So did my grandmother, in part, the groundwork to be the medium I am today. They didn't tell us you've got to do A, B, C, D, E all the way down the line. They said, this worked for us. See what you can do with it. Do it your way. I became the black sheep purposely because I didn't want to be like everybody else. I sure wasn't. They can all tell you, I'm as weird as a come. But I take pride in that. I am thankful I opened up to the spirit within me that's connected to spirit all around us and everything else. You get negative and positive spirits, but you choose what you listen to in your heart. It's like Christmas. Everybody's blowing up. Oh, it's Christmas, and you're happy and positive. But some people aren't. It's heartache, pain, sadness, loneliness, hunger, disease. You see, a lot of people don't have a choice in their life of being there, but it's how they look at it is their choice. But they may not have been taught how to be happy and positive because that spark within them hasn't been lit. With the internet, now global, with all these satellites going up, it's going to be easy for people to be on the internet. And this is why I am so happy and thankful that I can give people in different countries my experiences about spirit that's within each and every one of us. It's nothing about religion. All due respect to each belief of each person. It's about knowing that we as humans are all in the same boat. We're all human race together. We're all in the same thing. We all have the same energies, but at different levels. I'm not being contradictory. We all have the same energy. We all have life within us. I don't know what it's called other than energy. But I know my level's different from yours. It's not higher or lower. It's just different levels. It's like water. It always finds its own level. And it will go into anything it can. Well, your energy permeates just like water. In fact, more so. When you wake up in the morning, you have a choice to say, I'm going to do better today than I did yesterday, or okay, let's face today. I don't want to face it, but I've got to face it. Get on with it. But the moment you are free to stand up and be yourself, even in the midst of all that misery or positivity, whatever it is, it's how you cope with it. What's your mechanism to finding that inner peace? And if you can find it, that's thankful and be giving back. Be thankful and give it back. Share it. As I said, Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year. By going solo, I'm able to stand up and say, here I am. I'm no different from you guys. But I've found a different way of passing on my life to you. hoping that you can understand you're not alone. You've got spirit around you 24/7. You can sometimes remember things like you see a rainbow or the sun setting. I used to do that with somebody I loved or I was with. Or you smell something wafting through the air, an aroma. Oh, that reminds me of my mother's favourite dish, or whatever it is that triggers a memory. That spirit triggering your memory to show you they are with you 24/7 and more, because their realms different than ours. They're always with you. The past, present, and future. They are always with you. You will never be alone in spirit, because your spirit is connected to theirs. Eternal life. We come from the one energy, which is everything. The walls, the picture, everything. It's all of the energy, just different types of energy. I'm no scientist. I'm no professor. I have very little qualifications in anything. But the one thing I can qualify with, beyond a doubt, spirit worked through me. And I want to talk as well. They help me be myself. They allow me to express things that I would never have experienced before until I learnt to trust them. They trigger my memories so much 24/7 in my life. I didn't realize as a youngster, I never knew what I wanted to be. I had a little bit of a run-in with, I want to be an oceanographer, I want to be a photographer, I want to be a cook. I managed the cook part. I managed the photographer part, but I didn't become an oceanographer. Then I found out I had skills in painting and decorating, restoration. The many skills I've learnt over my life in the 60-odd years I've been here is astonishing. And I loved every single job I did because I went solo. I stood up and said, I'll try that. If I don't like it, I'll leave. I've only had a couple of bad experiences in work, but I learned what I could do and what I couldn't do in that circumstance. And then I had a choice. Better it or try something else. And I did. So my not having an ambition of being one particular thing in my life has enabled me to have so many experiences, so many jobs. I can help other people find out what they want to do in their lives. All my family have nursed or in nursing to some degree or another. And I'm so thankful that they gave me the experience. My mum and dad, they gave me so much experience. I became a medical intuitive because of the training they were taking and I watched as a child, going on to wards with mentally and physically challenged people. I learnt to watch out for the symptoms that meant danger or love, respect. I had many conversations with an autistic child. As a child myself, I didn't see any problem with him. I still don't see a problem with anybody with a disability who's labelled disabled. Think about it. You go up to a person you think is disabled, they're not bothered. They're doing the best they can with it. Who's got the disability? You thinking that they're disabled or not? I have never met a disabled person yet. I've met people who are quadriplegic, paralysed, suffering diseases, muscular dystrophy, MS, Parkinson's, you name it. I've met a hell of a lot of people with so-called disabilities. I'm lucky, I'm fortunate. I don't have a lot of disabilities. And this is why this show is sharing information. And I want you, as a viewer, to contact me on thebrit77@hotmail.com. That's THEBRITT77 is my email. My website is mediumgrahamwilliamson.online. And leave a message or phone me on 352-409-1060. This way, you can contact me if you want further assistance or a reading or whatever. I'm here for you, and Spirit are here for you. But you've got to knock on my door. Leave a comment, preferably positive. But you see, tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day. America celebrates because the Native Americans looked after the settlers, gave them food, shelter. This country is based on so many beautiful people from all nations. And I am proud to live in this country where my mother was born. So please just share this, like this, leave a comment. Because this is why we do what we do. Taking a short break. We're back soon. Thank you. Welcome back. I love these adverts because they're so positive. And that's what I choose to be with, positivity. The GoingSoloMedia.com, going bold on a Wednesday. I'm your host of the Dare to Dream show, Graham Williamson, international medium, medical intuitive, evidential medium, psychic. I just follow what I'm given. And I want to thank you for watching the show. But the show's two-way. I need you to connect with me as well. Because I want to know how I'm doing for you. Is there something I can help you with? What is it in your life that you're thankful for? What do you give? Because I want to learn as much as I can whilst on this earth. I found out what love, true love, can be about. I found out what companionship. I found equality in somebody. I've been fortunate. I know a lot of people aren't. And it's not bragging or anything like that. It's just, this is who I am. I'm a guy that went through a lot and survived. Why? I don't know. I have a purpose yet to be defined. But I know one thing. Doing my show on this media, Going Solo, is about saying thank you. Being a medium, I pick up spirit coming through me, and I feel a lot of compassion, empathy, love, They also pick up a lot of sadness as well. Empathy. What does that mean to you? It's not that I'm just saying the words. There's a reason why I'm saying the words, yet to be defined by spirit. You see the pictures behind me. The picture on this side from my grandson. Picture from my mum. My daughter's up on the top there with the mother. My family behind me as well. And pictures, little pictures all over. Things from my grandparents. I'm thankful for every memory there. There's drawings from my own daughter. I'm just proud as punch. And it was her son that drew the rainbow. You see, every single day I've got things around me that make me say, yeah, there's another chance to go solo, to stand up. And every day's a Wednesday for me as well. Causes havoc. But boy, what a ride to enjoy your life every minute. Even the good, the bad, and the ugly. Great set of films. But they taught me about the American cowboy, about the foreigners invading their space and the people who are already here. You know, those cowboy movies. My mum wouldn't watch them. She was American. She did not want to watch the cowboy movies or the war movies because it brought too much pain and misery. But she allowed us as children to see what was entertaining. I admire my mother for her inner strength and compassion. Even though it pained her, she was scared of heights even, and we went to Blackpool. And she knew I had no fear of height. And she went up the elevator with us to the very top. She was petrified. She didn't want to get out of the elevator. But because of her compassion and understanding and knowing that I loved seeing things from a high up, I didn't realize how much bravery was in my mother. She went above and beyond for me and my siblings. People say, aren't you afraid of heights? I said, no. What if you fall? No, the falling is not going to kill you. It's the landing that kills you. I hope that when I go, it's quick, because I want to come back as spirit to see even more in life. As I say, death doesn't bother me. It doesn't scare me at all, because I know I, as the spirit within me, is everlasting, as in each of you. It's the way we're going to die physically that scares the heck out of us, which is justifiable. I don't want to be out of pain. I don't want to be in pain or anything like that. It sounds macabre, but it's not. It's life. Every minute of every day somebody dies and somebody is born. Be thankful you're here today to understand and see this video. Give your experiences to your children, to your friends, to your loved ones, to show them that going solo is about standing up and being accountable. Because you are only answerable to God and your inner conscience. You're not answerable to anybody else. But if you open your mouth and say something, you are responsible. That's why I keep on saying, I'm not medically trained. I'm a medical intuitive. I evaluate. I'm an international medical intuitive, an evidential medium. Because I can bring spirit working through me, their information to you to show that your loved ones have not stopped living. They're just in a different place of existence. And like you, I'm a psychic. Coming on Dare to Dream today on WGSN-DB, Going Solo Network, radio, TV and podcasts. Every other Wednesday, I'll be here, 5 till 6 EST. I hope what I've shared with you today will help you. And I want each of you to have best Thanksgiving day today, tomorrow, and the next day, and so on. Live your life to the fullest and take your memories as a foundation of who you are today. Are you happy with who you are today? Think about that. There's a lot of things I want you to think about, but it's what you feel is more important. If you feel happy with who you are, that's wonderful. But are you happy in sharing that with other people? Can you share it with other people? Can you give other people your experiences in a positive manner? As I'm talking to you, I've got one of my dogs sitting there looking at me going, Dad, I need attention. So I'm actually stroking while I'm talking to you. You see, we're capable of doing many things simultaneously. I'll get the words out. Simultaneously. But you see, we can each give others our full attention as well as being aware of ourselves. It gives me pleasure to share stuff to you. It gives me pleasure that my dog wants to say, hey, Dad, I'm here. Unconditional love from an animal is the truest form of love. They either like you or they don't. It's your energy they interact with. It's your energy. Is it a positive energy or is it a negative energy? I don't hit my dog. I don't tell her off very often at all. I've never hit her. I've tapped on the back with my finger, tapped on the side of the muzzle. I don't hit her. She knows by my voice what's right and wrong. She's learned. And she sneezes. But you see, animals show you the truest form of love or hate, but it's what they've been taught. Even a bull will love you if you show no fear to it, you don't hurt it, you respect it. But respect is earned. You've got to learn, that bull's got to learn to trust you. I'm trying to show you different ways of being thankful that you are able to choose the lifestyle that you're in. Every single day, you can do better. I found out I suddenly got gifted making fish out of wood, drawing wolf heads onto pieces of wood and giving them to people. Never knew I could do it. But somebody asked me, I've got a friend that likes fish. Can you make me one? I went, yeah, I think. I'll let you know in a couple of weeks. And I did. I was well happy that they were happy. See, I don't limit myself. My wife will tell you, I've come out of my box a long way. Because I stood up. I'm going solo. Going bold Wednesday. Your day. Because it's you I'm doing this for. I get a kick out of it and working with my friend Cece in the back there. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be on this show. I'm thankful to her. And she's had some wonderful news, and I'm so happy for her because she's happy. And I can see the smile, even though she's not on camera, because her energy is so nice. Because when she's happy, she radiates even more care and empathy for others and love. If she was miserable, this would be just professional A, B, C, D, no emotion. But because we share this emotion, it makes the show even more fun. She's giving, and so am I. We're friends. We've never met physically, but that doesn't matter. I have earned her respect as much as she's earned mine. As the people in my life, I've had to work on who I am for them by being happy and truthful to myself. I don't do it for them. I do it for me to show them who I truly am. Now, I'm doing Dare to Dream, my show. I'm your host, Graham Williamson, international medical and evidential medium. I'm a psychic. I have many, many gifts. I want to share whatever comes through for you. If you've got questions coming to the show, please leave a comment. CC reads the comments and passes them up to me. I just talk and answer. I never knew I could talk for 40 minutes like I have done in the last few shows. But I find it so rewarding that you've come here to watch my show because of CC and because of the network. So I want you to come back again, like, share, leave a comment. And if you need any further information, email me at thebrit77@hotmail.com. That's THEBRITT77 hotmail.com. My website's Medium Graham Williamson, all one word, no spaces, .online. Or call me on 352-409-1060. Leave a voice message and a name. Because like everybody else, we all get spam calls. And if you don't leave a message, I can't respond to you. Okay? And if you email me or message me in any way, put Going Solo Network or Dare to Dream in the title. There's my full information there. But I want you to come back and see what happened after Thanksgiving. Because every day, as I say, is so beautiful. I don't like the snow, I don't like the cold, but I'm reminded I've got to have both, because we have to have warm to appreciate it, as we have to have cold to remind you, get yourself wrapped up and look after yourself. Your body answers to hot and cold. It's like on-off. And this show is about giving positivity to others. So I want to thank you again for coming to visit GoingSoloMedia.com. Going Bold on Wednesday. And my name is Graham Williamson. My email address is thebrit77@hotmail.com. That's THEBRITT77, hotmail.com. And then it's mediumgrahamwilliamson.online. That's my website. And then 352-409-1060 is my phone number. Please leave a voice message and name. Then I'll get back to you when I can. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time on the 20th. What's the date? Let me get the date right, because I'm terrible on dates. The 8th of December is my next one. Hopefully. If I'm not here on the 8th, I'll definitely be here 2 weeks later on the 22nd. But please have a wonderful day. Have a great Thanksgiving. And I'll see you next time. And I think that's about it today. Next show's December the 8th at 5 p.m. EST. Because I live in Florida, USA. Thank you. And look at all the topics. We've got men's issues, topics and concerns on Wednesday. We've got, go to the website, GoingSoloMedia, all one word.com, and see the choices you've got. And if it's not for you, it may be for somebody else. We're here to help everyone we can. This is WGSN-DB, Going Solo Network Radio, TV and podcast, #1 internet singles talk network on Going Bold Wednesday today.